Hi, my name's Trisha. Today I want to talk about drowning, near drowning incidents that happen. There's a difference between drowning, near drowning, and a dry drowning. Drowning is something that happens when you go underwater. You lose oxygen to your brain because your lungs are filled with water. You go underwater and you drown. You die. Near drowning is what happens when you are underwater. You have water in your lungs. You're pulled out. You survive. Someone does CPR, but the effects from the drowning, from the water going into your lungs, that inflames your lungs. Basically, you die the next couple days because of the effects of the water in your lungs. And then a dry drowning is when you don't suck in any water at all. You just go underwater. Your voice box spasms and you lock up and you just drown. You lose oxygen from not getting oxygen to your lungs. According to the CDC, which is the Centers of Disease Control, 10 people drown every day in the United States. Most of these deaths are preventable, and the ages of 1 to 4 are the most likely to drown. One of the reasons why this topic is I'm very passionate about this topic. We had an incident of drownings that happened from the week of June 6th through June 14th, which was just a couple weeks ago. We had 6 kids come in through our emergency room or other emergency rooms around Illinois where these kids died. They accidentally drowned or they nearly drowned. It all started with a kid. It was a 3-year-old kid that came in on a Friday, which was the June 6th. He was found unresponsive in an above-ground swimming pool. He was assumed to be across the street playing with other kids. When his mom realized he wasn't at home anymore, she found him in a pool. The kid was taken to the hospital and he was pronounced dead. On a Saturday, which was June 7th, a 4-year-old male was discovered unresponsive in a pool at a country club. He was rushed to the hospital and pronounced dead. On June 8th, which is a Sunday, a 3-year-old male was found unresponsive in an above-ground pool during a family party. This kid there was adults all around. They were, drinking, they were eating, they were cooking food. So the kid went out, took his water wings off, and he ate some food, and then he decided to get back in the water, and he was found in the water. Dad was right there. He noticed the kid wasn't there anymore, so he pulled him out. Wife did CPR. Kid was rushed to the hospital, and he was pronounced dead. On Monday, June 9th, there was a 4-year-old female. She was discovered in a friend's swimming pool. This was a this was a bad accident because there was adults all around, and this kid was the only person in the pool. So she was rushed to the hospital and pronounced dead. On June 10th, which is a Tuesday, a 6-year-old male was pulled from a pool, which was a swimming pool, which was at it was where there was lifeguards there was camp counselors. It was like a camp. This kid was pulled out of the water and he was rushed to the hospital and pronounced dead. There was 10 lifeguards and 10 camp counselors that were responsible for over 70 kids, and this kid still was drowned even with all the adult supervision. And then on June 14th, which was a Saturday, there was a 3-year-old male who fell into a private above-ground pool, and he was found at the bottom of the pool. He was pulled out of the pool. CPR was initiated. He was rushed to the hospital, which was the hospital where I work at. He was pronounced dead. They just took him off life support probably 3 days ago. This was one that I witnessed from beginning to end, and I think it was one of the reasons why I became so passionate about it, is just seeing it happen right in front of my eyes. Some tips that I want to go over, that is from lifeguards and doctors. You want to avoid, if you're the adult watching your kid, you want to avoid getting too wrapped up in reading or talking to other people while your kids are in the pool. You want to take your kids to swim lessons or teach them how to swim. This is very important. 88% of deaths can be prevented from teaching your kids how to swim from ages 1 to 4. This was proven in a study of 22 children in that age. You want to be CPR certified. You should know how to do CPR on your kids if something happens, maybe a family member as well. You want to know your swimming limits and stay within your comfort zone. So if you have a kid that should be wearing water wings, don't throw them out in the water if they don't have water wings on. And you want to seek medical attention. You want to have your kids go to the hospital if they have been underwater, even if they seem fine. because they can die from the near drowning, which is the events that happen after you've been submerged underwater. Some statistics I want to go over. For every pediatric death from drowning, 3 to 6 children are brought to the emergency room for treatment following a water submersion incident. Of these kids, 40 to 50% of them are admitted, and up to 20% of them who survive are left with permanent severe neurological disability. This is a very, very dear subject, and you see it all the time. It happens all the time. These kids, they should be watched. They should be monitored. They're not old enough to know. They don't know any better. Speed is key. You want to initiate CPR as soon as you can whenever this happens. The best thing you can do is get oxygen to their brain. Yeah, that's basically my speech. I just wanted to talk about the effects, and I challenge you all to raise awareness among your community. Just let them know what goes on. Thank you.